Welcome back, everyone, to session seven of our latest campaign of the Galaxy, the His Crusades. The group finding information that an unknown power player was turning the two His above the colony planet of Visa against each other, trying to pretty much push them into a war to distract them from what we don't know. Had been pulling the strings, orchestrating a mercenary attack, and tried to implicate one of the Hiss, and had plans to do so with stealing the other group's resources in a pretty daring raid. But luckily, our group, Hazrad's horde of heroes, was able to stop the mercenary attack, find the big boss behind them, or the so-called big boss behind them, and use the information from him to track to Port Anise, a station in the corporate sector that is outside of the administrator's rule, pretty much lawless, where corporate entities, gangs, smugglers, all come to go where they can make deals, trade, get off whatever their illicit activities are in peace as long as they play by the administrator's rules. The group, using the comm provided to them by that so-called big boss, reached out and met with one of the representatives at the Arquin's Delight, somebody that had been working with the Ice Blue Company. With that, they had a conversation that kind of ran the ranges from Pez sticking his seat to Argo, somehow twisting that into the group's key negotiating tactic, and with a pretty solid role, convincing this boss of Ice Blue that it did work. He was off tilter, and that he shouldn't kill them for it. He should partner with them, uh, uh, giving them the task of finding, or not finding, going into the administrator's lair deep beneath Port Anise Station, and taking him out. Because they're tired of having to play ball with the administrator, pay his fees, follow his rules. They think it's time for them to be able to take control. The group, utilizing the Ice Blue boss's credentials or stolen credentials, were able to make their way into the station, definitely kind of evading all the patrols, winding up in front of the administrator himself, along with a couple of his security bots. Finding the administrator is kind of a withered old Arquin, far past we'd expect to be his natural lifespan. You see, he's pretty much only kept alive by life support that is connecting him to this giant mech with bristling with arms, and it kind of seems like be advanced technology that was stomping around the room as you all unceremoniously made your entrance. Speaking with them, though, you were Argo pulled out all the stops to convince the Arquin, the administrator, that the group could be worked with. That they were here for information. They weren't here to cause trouble. That they could potentially uh, be the end to help him take down Ice Blue. He demanded too that they would take the head of the boss of Ice Blue as kind of early payment uh, before they brought in some of the or kind of called the uh, called the Hiss and let them know that this Ice Blue group had been manipulating them. But the group decided, after kind of looking around the station and some of his administrative bots, they wanted to take him out, follow the Ice Blue boss's initial commands, and potentially see if they could gain control of his security apparatus. And that's where we're going to pick up. So with you guys, you see the mech kind of bristling with kind of armaments, kind of top of the line technology. You see this pretty nice room within. You see statues, almost like a bit of a mix of a museum and an office. Statues from various ages scattered throughout. In the center, you see this water fountain with kind of the same recycled water bristling through, and you see the two security bots flanking the mech on either side. With that, everybody give me initiative.
I almost was like, I think I used my hero point, but no, I remember now. I remember. I need to save that for the very important skill check.
Perfect time, because with a week of downtime, you guys spend it here, you could potentially take control of this security apparatus. With that, you see the admin voice augmented by the mech supporting him go, spent enough time dealing with you clowns, going to eliminate. And he is up first. He is going to pick on Argo. So he is going to spin an action to move a little bit closer. And then you see his arm begin bristling with kind of energy, and you see what a port open. He's going to target you and let loose an arm missile. Actually, he's going to do that. No, he's going to do that. You see the energy bristle for real. He saves the arm cannon. He busts out his arc cannon. You see the energy flare out from his arm, and you see like this giant kind of just energy blast arcing your way and explode. Argo and Raja, give me a reflex saving throw.
Argo, get down.
Oh no!
You can drop prone and gain a +4 to this reflex save, if you like.
I was gonna make a bit like, oh no, he's gonna unload the missile payload onto us. He's gonna bring out the missiles, and then you said he brings out the missile, and then I suddenly was less jovial and more afraid.
I think I will get down. I'm not exactly the strongest boy, so yeah, sure. Let's go pro. And
Perfect.
Reflex save.
Okay, I don't gain the cover though, if I'm reading that right.
Yeah, I don't think you
I
can do
just don't.
something.
Okay. That's fine. Oh, wait.
I think I did that right.
Alright, so Naraja fortunately fails. And then Argo.
Did I not do that? Okay.
I didn't see a roll come through.
Never mind.
I'm realizing now the D4 was rolled privately, and I'm even more afraid.
If you click basic reflex in the arm cannon description, it'll just do the roll for you there. In the chat log.
Yeah.
Nice. So you'll take half that. Naraja, you take the full damage. You see that air cannon arc off, blasting into the crew.
If it matters, the +4 wasn't added there.
So that's 32 for Argo. That's a crit success.
Oh, nice. Perfect. Yeah, you Argo, you take no damage there.
Oh, thank goodness. All right. And if he would kiss her feet if it wasn't too weird.
Argo, what are you thinking? You are pro.
Oh, yeah. All right. So I am going to measure the distance. Is that...
He's in shit talking distance.
Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna say get him. Did that target him? So let me try that again. Within 60 feet. Okay, I don't know why I thought that was less. So get him. I think I did it right.
Wait.
Okay. On top of that, I'm gonna tell him that he has to try a little harder than that if he wants to take us down. And I will hit him with up on Mott.
All right.
And I have to remember where that is. Diplomacy. And roll it. That's a pretty good number.
Versus his. That will succeed.
All right. And then I will fire a shot at him with the arc pistol. Well, they can all be crit rolls.
How'd that all look for you?
So, let's take down this disgusting leather animal. You're gonna have to try harder than that to take us down. And then he's gonna totally just miss, disgustingly miss. He hits the ground 3 feet in front of him.
It's hard shooting from prone.
Yeah, it's a little uncomfortable.
Just
Alright.
in the group chat, it's just Hosrod just goes, "I've seen taxidermy with more life than him."
Naraja, you're up.
All right. Unfortunately, I can't figure out a way to move with my 20 feet of movement and get in range of him. 'Cause I do have reach, but it's just the way the diagonals work, I think, are not in my favor. All right. So instead, I'm going to first action stand up. I guess I could screw that up. No, it's just first action stand up. Second action move over here, and third action will be to attack the security bot.
All right. How's that all look as you bop up from the ground?
She rushes forward as the Zro crystals kind of emerge out of her arm into a long spike, and she rams it through part of the robot's armor, and the pieces scatter across the ground.
Yes. Bez, you're up.
All right, so Pez is going to try to cast a spell. And so he will cast this at a second level, and it is Wisp Ally. Yep, range 120 feet. So let me make sure if I can target, make sure I do this right. And so he will summon 2 wisps, and they will both target that guy. So he'll have to make 2 saves, I do believe.
Nice. All right.
If he fails 1, he gets off guard. I think if he fails a second, he gets dazzled.
You'll see it on the first one. Are there any? Unfortunately, both those. Are there any failure conditions with this one? I don't see any.
Nope.
Okay. Yeah, unfortunately, you see his mechanics continue to just charge up and power him through.
Right. All right, so that's 2 actions. Then for my third action, I will heal Neuraldra. So Neuraldra, you can heal 15.
Thanks.
Let me throw. You guys can see the text there, and I'll burn 15 of my network.
Perfect. Do your wisps stay there, or do they go away after they fail?
They do. They stay there, and then because it's a sustain.
Perfect. What do your wisps look like?
So they're. That's an interesting question. So I would assume almost they're just like little balls of light. And I'll just call them like little, almost like specks of Zro that kind of float in the air, and they'll just kind of hover around, and they're green, and they just kind of glow brightly.
Nice. All right, you guys see the Zero Wisp targeting the mech. That's Pez. The security bot is up. This one's all the way over there. He is going to spend. How fast are these guys? I forgot. He is going to spend one action or two actions moving. And he is going to target Hazrod.
He may try.
Famous last words. You see him lift up his arm and a bolt of energy arcing off, flying its way towards the hiss. Luckily, he'll hit on that one.
Wait.
Oh, he hit off guard.
Not right. Hazrod has 21 AC.
Oh, for some reason it has Argo targeted. So yeah, you're good. All right, so yeah, you see the shot come towards you, but luckily it flies past. The other security bot, you see it running up. It's going to get closer to Neuraldra as you see its fist come flying towards her.
Sorry, did it take a move action while in my reach?
Yeah, it did.
Okay, so I get a reactive strike.
Perfect.
Alright, so let me.
That'll hit. Nice. You see this thing is sparking and falling apart, but still upon its feet. It will connect with its hit and is going to try to grapple Neuraldra. And it completely biffs it.
Alright, is this the same day as the bar fight?
It is.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. 13 there. Oh, it's got one action left. So you see it punches you, try to grapple you, but completely fails. And then tries to hit it with a follow-up strike.
Wait, it moved also, right? Or is the...
It's got improved grab.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
All right. The second shot whiffs. You see the security job spot smoking, sparking, barely upon its feet. Hazrod, you are up.
All right. So I learned something about the anchoring trait, which is very important, that I did not know, which is an essential fact about my class. I had somehow just passed through it. Things of the anchoring trait sustain your warp reality.
Nice.
So that fixes up my action economy a little bit. And speaking of warp reality warp. Let me just gonna drop that right there. Hazrod's going to warp reality, which will activate his good old thing. If y'all remember, I'm losing the words for it as I speak, but I promise I know what it is. It's the Assurance for Technology. As connected with core memories. But as well as that, it is automatic knowledge in that skill, which gives me a free recall knowledge. And there's someone within it right now. This robot here. So I'm going to automatic knowledge that robot there.
All right. Yeah, give me a second. With assurance.
Yep,
What's your
so
assurance?
that's 10 plus. Let me check right here because it is 10 plus 8, so 18.
Perfect. You get to ask one question regarding it.
Got it. All right. Weakest save.
Its weakest save. Kind of looking at the model, it's pretty even across the board, but its weakest is reflex.
Reflex, got it. That right there is one lovely sight, because I still have 2 actions left, and I can invoke. Let me double check. I have things that use reflex, right? Yeah. Ooh,
I'm pretty sure
actually, you know
throwing a
what?
chair at somebody is reflex. You've done that before.
Yes. You know what? Actually, I think I might play more defensive here because I'm not going to be able to move away from Pez, and I feel like the next person getting a big old area of effect will be us. So, with that in mind, I'm going to use. Uh, let's see here. Meandering Mind! Giving me a +2 circumstance bonus to saving throws until the start of my next turn. And if I save versus a mental effect, it's a critical success instead. I don't
Yeah.
think we'll have any mental effects here, but it's still cool nonetheless. And finally, a regular recall knowledge on the big one right there. I assume technology?
Use the recall knowledge macro. It should be working with this one.
Yeah. It.
Perfect. You get one question.
Second verse, same as the first, the weakest save.
Will is this creature's weakest save.
So as Hazrod, to kind of give how this looks, he just extends out a hand, and everything with this MK power starts to work. Things start to feel more clear, more crystal. I almost imagine a little bit of kind of like how the calcification crystals would glitter just around that area. As through the group chat, it's just this constant stream of battle relevant information in Hosrod's more guttural voice. While with himself and the meandering mind, his own body seems a little more, we'll call it crystally as well. Kind of reminiscent of Nealdra.
Nice. All right, top of the order. You see the mech continue stalking forward. He is going to get over here. And Argo, you see him focus upon you. You see like this energy whip form on one of his arms. And you see him haul back and lash out twice. So you see the first one connects, the second one, you are able to just dodge it. I don't know why I was targeting Neuralgia. You were able to just dodge it, Argo. Oh, actually, are you? What's your AC, Argo?
I
15.
16 hit him earlier when
All
you were
right, so
charging.
both.
I am off guard.
Yeah, you're prone. Prone, you get off guard with, unfortunately.
Okay.
So you see him slash out twice, cutting into you for 45 damage.
I guess I'm staying down there.
Oh, does that put you down?
Yeah.
Oh shoot!
Yeah, so you guys see this mech stomp over, lash out once with its whip, taking a chunk out of Argo's hide, lashing out a second time, cutting across like the back way, and then you see Argo slump up on the ground. All right. Neuralgia, you're up.
Well, that's not good.
I'm fine.
Let's see. All right, we're gonna. I want to do this. Okay, yeah, I want to try to take out the security bot first. So I'm going to binaric assault that first with a solar shot.
Take it down.
All right, so as the whenever she strikes with the Zero like arm blade, the crystals kind of shatter and reform. But this time, some of the crystals that like have fallen across the ground like zoom back up and strike the robot from where it's not expecting and not take out its core. Unfortunately, that means my second action's wasted because I have to attack the same target. So then, I think the third action, I'll just take an attack. Wait, let me. Oh no, binary counts as 2 for the map penalty, so this one will be a third, which is not worth it. I'm going to grab some of the chunks of the robot's like exoskeleton and hold them up as a makeshift shield, and you take the barricade action.
Nice. Solid to get those chunks, those skeleton up there, protecting yourself as the mech looms down. Pez, you are up.
All right, so Pez is going to see Argo on the ground and spend an action to heal. And I'm going to get 4 of my network back, so that'll be 11. And I'll burn it all. So Argo will heal 11. So let me throw that action on here. Go. All right. My second action, I will sustain my wisp. But I was looking, I don't see a way to do that without recasting it. I thought there might be something on the spell.
There may be. I'm not sure on that one. If you just like, there's a way to post without casting. If you like click the.
Oh, okay.
Sweet.
All right. Okay, and you still do it. Okay, so let me. Actually, I didn't select him. Let me select him. I'll post it again. You're making.
Oh, no worries. On that one, I can just click him and click on the thing. He fails this one.
All right.
And does he fail? So succeeds on the second one, but he fails the first. So he is off guard.
Off guard.
Nice.
What does it look like as your wisp take this guy off guard?
All right. So as he kind of starts to chase after Argo, you can see these wisps just follow him, and they're just spinning around his kind of mech suit, just rapidly. And so across his vision, he just continuously sees these glowing blue wisps flying across his vision.
Nice.
All right. So there's 2 actions. My third action, I'm going to do something silly, and I'm going to move towards them.
Aggressive jellyfish.
So, yeah, let me see here. 20. So I have flying. Yeah. 5, 10, 15, 20. And I will just move 1, 2. There we go. And so that will be my turn.
Perfect. The other security bot is up. That's all he needs. He needs to spend 1 move to get closer to Hazrad. You see it lift up, lashing out first with a shocking strike. That's why one of my mods isn't working, because my mod in Pathfinder always like targets the guy that I'm on, but this one keeps having everybody selected. Does a 19 hit you, Hazrat?
19? No.
Sorry, no, it's 16. That'll miss. This first one, you see it strike again. But yeah, luckily it comes up, blows, kind of sparking fist coming at you, but luckily you're able to avoid it. Oh, and you're up.
All right. So, Hazrad is going to cast a spell, Shielded Arm, on himself, because he feels he's going to need it, seeing Argo go down. This may take longer than anticipated. And then he is going to sustain his Warp Reality by using Anchoring Strike, which is also a fortune effect, which allows him to roll the damage twice, and let's see, but must use the second result even if let's get the attack in first. Will be with his fist because he was not two-handing his sword when he came in. That's going to be a
Nice.
natural 20.
Nice.
Critical hit. Let me roll.
No.
I think I'll stick with that damage. Heck yeah. So, for Hosrod, one of his hands, he looks over to Naldra and gives her a nod like he's learned a thing or two, and he tries his best to copy it with his own MK abilities. It's not quite Zro or those other crystals Naldra has, but it's still this kind of calcification that you could probably see on some older Hiss start to grow, and he just uses it to wham into the robot.
So is that an unarmed attack, or what attack is that?
That is just straight fist.
Straight what?
That's just a straight fist.
But how's that? Oh, to the droid. Okay, I clicked the wrong guy. That makes more sense. That was my bad. I for some reason thought you were attacking the mech.
Oh no! Sorry.
No, that was me not paying attention. That was me. There we go. Yeah, that thing is looking not battered yet, but definitely hurt from that.
So the unfortunate bit I will say about Shielded Arm is if you cast it on yourself, you have to either use that last action to raise the shield, or you need to just wait for your own turn. Your own next turn. It does not raise it for you, sadly.
At least you got it up and in the fight. Oh, Argo, you are back conscious too.
Yeah, feels good. Let's stand up just a little bit. Yeah.
Get back on your feet there.
Yeah, let's. Is that in the macro, or is that a condition you get this swap?
You can just take off the prone condition.
Okay.
Make sure they gave you one wounded though. Some of the automated stuff is working.
All right. So wounded. Okay. I am not sure what the condition is for. Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah, so on my feet, that's one action, right?
Yep, one action for that.
Just, like I said, you're going to have to try a little harder than that.
Gets right back up and talking shit again.
All right, so with that, he's going to try.
Hold on. I don't know if you have to do this. Do you have to do this each turn, or does it expire? Oh, the beginning of next turn. You're right. Go ahead, yeah. For some reason, I thought that stayed up, but it doesn't. You're right.
No. And I'm going to try hitting him. And not going to do great at it, but I'm going to try. So Argo's still very much disoriented by the, I wouldn't say getting knocked on his ass because he was already on his stomach, but, you know, I guess getting hit on the ass. Yeah. And then being brought back to life, standing up groggily, and you have to do better than that, you tin can of shit. And it just goes wide. And he's next time. And that's it for Argo.
Perfect. All right. The mech is up.
Oh, no. Oh, God.
You get a slight reprieve. Seeing Pez get you back up, you hear the administrator go, must take out their Mentharu first. Eliminate heals. Oh, he's going to save that for now, but he is going to be using his energy flurry.
He sounds like a gamer.
So he is going to unleash 2 whips at the poor Pez. So you see him lash out twice. Get this kind of deep gold energy whip just flurrying around the battlefield, cutting gashes into the rug around. But luckily,
Wow.
second one
Wow.
misses. The first one crits, unfortunately.
All right. All right. Pez is alive. That's important.
Yes.
Mm.
Oh, Pez is not alive. Pez is not
Oh,
alive. Pez down.
that would take down Hazrat in one go.
That was a rough one on that one. A 10 and a 7 there. Yeah, you see it slashing in, that energy whip just arcing out. He is going to. Oh, what is he going to do with his extra actions here? He is going to raise a shield.
Hey, what?
What?
And then. Well, might as well. You see him lift up his arm, and he's going to take a shot at you, Hazrad, with the minus. With his MAP3. Yeah, so you see him shoot towards you, but luckily you're able to easily evade the arcing missile, and it just explodes harmlessly near you.
That's gonna be a reactive strike.
Nice.
A range attack.
Okay, I gotta say, that is badass that he can raise his shield, but that also worries me greatly.
Perfect, that'll hit.
And
I think it only hit because of Pez's wisp bites.
I'm gonna try to demoralize him.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, you equip and demoralize? What are you saying to put some fear in him?
I'm gonna get you next time, you did get a shit. Argo's not doing great. Or maybe I'm not doing great. But attempt to demoralize.
Give me a demoralize check.
Alright, let's see how that goes. That's a nice number.
Nice. I think, is that a... Oh, no, so 30, I think that may be... That is a critical success. He is frightened, too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You see some panic enter into his servos. All right, Neuralgia, you're up.
All right. Nobody hurts Pez. Binaric Assault. First, the solar weapon.
Nice, that'll hit.
And then Graviton Solar Shot. And then let's see. What can I do here? So for the barricade, it says that there's normally not enough material for you to build a second barricade in the same space unless they're in a particularly cluttered area. Is the remains of this security bot enough for a second barricade, or maybe I can use whatever this like sculpture is next to me, like pry off a piece of that to use as a second barricade, or do you think that's not going to be enough?
Yeah, you definitely got to use like a piece of the droid for a barricade.
Okay. I mean, let me. Just because it kind of specifies that CM's discretion, so I wanted to. Then you have my third action. Also have another barricade.
Nice.
Keep that cover. Yep, that's right.
All right, security bot is up. It is trying its best to land a hit on Argo, but Argo's proves too fast for him so far.
You mean
Or Hazrad's proved too fast for him so far. Oh, unfortunately, I think that streak has ended. You see it connect twice. Its sparking fist just slamming into Hazrod as it just goes, "Stop resisting, comply, comply." The security bot beats into you. Hazrod, you're up.
He now has Hazrod's full undivided attention. So Hazrod turns over, sees his friends get knocked down, get back up. Pez goes down. You know, they're in the heat of battle. They have each other's backs. They got this. He turns to this robot, and first things first, we're going to raise shield with the arm that's now shielded. So that's going to be a +2 to AC. As well as, if need be, this has 4 hardness and 15 hit points. Next up, we are going to strike. Going to use Anchoring Strike, of course. Going to critical hit again. And we will reroll that damage thanks to Anchoring Strike.
Fair. You can't do worse.
Did quite good there.
Nice.
As Hazrod just swings in to this thing, and because that's an anchoring trait, that gives me my automatic knowledge back, which is technology, which I'm going to use against this guy right here. So 18 for recall knowledge against this particular robot.
I think how much there.
The last robot I used it against is already dead.
Perfect. Yeah, that was it.
Okay. And in that case, I want to know, do they have any weaknesses?
They're weak to electricity.
Yep. All right. And then lastly, for the sake of defense yet again, Meandering Mind. So that's a circumstance to +2 AC, +2 saving throws.
Perfect. You see this bot is spattering. Parts of it are leaking. Or parts of it are falling off of it. It's oil leaking out, barely alive upon the battlefield, but still chugging along. Argo, you are up. You see Pez went down. You see yourself as you realize you are pretty battered up. What are you doing?
Do I have enough time for a short prayer?
Time out.
Hold on. Oh. All right. First things first. Argo is going to deftly or dumbly maneuver 1, 2, 3 over to our dear deflated jellyfish and try. I was just looking at it. Is it battle medicine? Yes.
Perfect.
All right.
Oh, what level are you? What type of skill do you have for medicine? Are you trained or an expert?
I am.
Oh, if you click treat wounds, it should tell you too.
Oh, I'm trained, I think.
Perfect. So I think your DC is just 15 that you have to be.
All right. So let's roll that. Huzzah!
Solid.
Nice.
Phew. I'm helping.
Give us a roll 2d8 for Paz.
Let's see.
Hey, 11
Hey.
HP, not bad.
All
Look at
right.
that.
Nice.
How does Argo
Alright.
go about patching wounds in the battlefield?
He's got his little medical kit, and he's not super familiar with Pez's biology, so he just throws that healing gel in general. Like, I don't know,
Liberally slapping it on.
just slathering it on like it's a weird massage because it's like I don't know what parts are important. So I really need to understand your anatomy better. And yeah. And there now Pez breathes, or whatever his equivalent of breathing is. Right? You've got lungs, don't you?
Something like that.
Something. Or is it a lung? Oh no.
If Pez is see-through right now, you may be able to see.
Yeah,
I know.
maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm trained. I'm no expert, buddy. Whoa. Identifying anatomy. What? No. So that was moving. That was, spreading antibiotic ointment gel all over Pez. That gives me one last thing. I'm going to try. I mean, I can't demoralize him again. I'm just going to try shooting the sumbitch again. I really want to hit him at least once. I want to do my part. He's going to take careful, or as careful as he can manage, aim, and fire.
That's rough.
I'm giving up. This is stupid.
You got that crit demoralize, especially with him raising his shield. This comes pretty handy.
Yeah. So he's just gonna. He's gonna try. He's not even gonna go off. The gun just malfunctions. And he's like, "It's good. I want to take that suit for myself anyway." And no one believes that, but sure.
The group chat was silent for a moment.
Argo, what are you doing, bro? And then with that'll be the end of Argo's turn.
Pez, you are up. You're back conscious, but you are on the ground.
All right. So you're gonna see that the kind of gel, it actually kind of absorbs into the body, and a few seconds later, Pez just kind of, you can see the body reinflate as he comes back conscious, and immediately as he just takes in a big breath, he emits a massive burst of healing particles to the group. And I will cast with 3 actions one of my focuses here. And it will be Infusion. I think that's the one. Yes, okay, Infusion. Oh, okay, something's wrong with my focus. All right, it says I don't have it, but I'm almost positive.
You do, yeah.
Okay.
You've had a time to rest, so you can add yourself one into.
There we go.
Oh, perfect. It's all
Right.
bonded creatures, too. I was wondering if you'd get a little heal boost there.
Yep.
So that's solid. I think you're within 30 of
All
everybody.
right. I think so.
You
I
are.
hope so.
You-
All right. And so nice roll too. So everybody heals 11.
Feels good.
Then I believe as a free action, I will use one of my feats. Called.
I thought Pez didn't have any feet. Alright, y'all can let Neuralgia die now.
Roger's looking the healthiest out of the crew.
But he wants to attack me.
Oh, never mind. That actually takes actions to use. So that'll be my turn.
Alright. Okay, it's the admin's turn. You see his cannon recharge. You hear this ding as the energy arcs around it again. He is going to let off his cannon. Can I? I can't. But I have to. He would do that too. He is going to sacrifice his own droid to get you 3 in there.
Luckily for Hazrat, he has a +2 bonus to this.
Nice. Oh, the droid? Not 20s it, and somehow he could. Okay. The droid you see is prepared
Oh.
for this maneuver, and critical success gets completely out of the way of this arc cannon as it unleashes across the battlefield. Hopefully, the crew will have the same success. Hazrod succeeds. Pez as
That's
well.
perfect.
Hey, there
Argo
we go.
too. Nice. So you guys will take half of this, so 9 damage as this arc
Nice.
cannon blasts off next to you.
We're better prepared this time.
Yeah.
You guys have seen the move before. You knew what to expect. You hear it go disappointing, but then spin back towards Neraldra and unleash its energy flurry whip. First will miss. Fortunately, the second connects. Oof, 31. Neuralgia, you are up. Does your barricade let you negate any damage? Does it let you?
No, it's just a lesser cover, which I think
It's
is just like
lesser
a
cover.
+1 AC.
Okay.
Alright, so
Is question? Is it
So-
applying this?
What's that?
I know you said a lot of the automated stuff isn't working. Is it applying? Because I have that feat of suppressing insults.
Oh yeah, suppressed. That
Oh,
gives
no,
him minus
yeah,
1.
the automation wouldn't apply that normally. So, yes, you got to post that. Let me throw suppressed on there as well.
Okay.
Suppressed is pretty
Nice.
cool. It's mostly used by soldier, to my knowledge. -1 to attack rolls and -10 to speed.
Because it is still frightened 1 from your demoralize.
Okay.
alright, I'm going to use a binaric assault, so I'm going to start with a solar shot.
Oh,
I want to use my hero point. No, I think that's not as good. And then I'm going to solar weapon.
That'll hit. Off guard and frightened coming in handy.
Yay.
Wait. And there's. Okay. Roll damage up. The area around him is difficult terrain. And his speed is -10, so maybe we can take advantage of that. My third action, I'm going to move 5, 10, 15 around here and get closer to my allies.
All right, you guys are steadily whittling down the mech. Security bot is still somehow around. He's going to continue trying to fight Hazrod.
there's just been like this straight up like fist fight brawl happening over in the corner here.
It's sparking. It is like oil leaking onto the carpet, but it is doing its due diligence to fight its master. It somehow crits there.
That is not a critical hit. Hazrad's AC is not 50. Oh, wait. No, is that a nat 20?
Nat 20, yeah.
Oh, shit. Okay, yeah. This is luckily, we got a reaction for this thanks to a spell. If you remember Shielded Arm, I can, let's see here. It can shield block with the raised arm as well. When it does, reduce it by the shield's hardness of 5, and the shield has 15 hit points. The spell ends if it goes over 15. And that is 4 right there, so I'll use my reaction to raise shield. And that'll be 10 to the shield and 10 to me.
Nice. Or 9, right? You said hardness 5?
Hardness 4.
Oh, hardness 4? Oh, weird. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, you get that shield up, taking some of the sting out of it as this security droid who should have died in that arc blast just continues its onslaught against you, but you are up.
All right, I was trying to little beat the shit after that one. But we're still swinging. Anchoring strike!
Oh,
Fuck. We're going to... Hold on. You know what? Screw this one in particular. We are hitting it with a spell now. Right? Oh no, that's for objects. Uh, um... Okay, I'm gonna cast another defensive spell. I know I've been doing a lot of defensive things.
right.
That's
Keep
because
it
I've
back.
not been at high HP this entire time. We're gonna cast Shatter Shield.
Oh, unfortunately, this one does have the manipulate trait.
Oh no! It's had reactive strike this entire time.
Last few have not, or I may have missed if one you cast had the manipulate. Oh, but unfortunately, it will connect.
If it mattered, the shielded arm did have manipulate.
Oh, it did? Oh,
Yeah, and that's he's still up.
nice.
So luckily, it still gets off because that's not a crit. No interruption there. So with that too, does that go off before the spell is cast or after? I think it's before.
It's before because I can disrupt from manipulate actions.
Yeah. So in this case, Hazrat has now Shattering Gem with these calcified gems floating around him with those MK powers. If something tries to attack him, they have to do a DC 11 flats check. On a success, the gem blocks the first attack, and then any remaining damage is dumped back onto the target. But the gem shatters if it drops to 0, dealing 1d8 slashing damage with a basic reflex.
Nice.
Yeah, I like the spell, but I haven't gotten a lot of chances to use defensive spells until now, and that's because my health has been below max this time. I've been slowly whittled down.
We've got that spell up against a little security bot that could. Argo, you are up.
All right. How is Neuraldra looking?
Less than half health.
All right. So, going to battle medicine.
Appreciate it.
Yep. Oh. And that is a... Not gonna make it.
Fortunately, 2 below.
Okay. Let's see if... Well, I guess he's going to unscrew the cap with the medical gel, and his hands are a little too from before. So he messes that up. He gets the rest of it off. He says, well, you really stepped in it now, you leather-faced leech. And trying to try to get him one more time.
Okay.
Maybe, and I do mean maybe this time, I'll connect. Now that I got that bad roll out of the way.
Hey, there you go. It hits.
Hey, take that. And
you see the shot arc into him, and you start to see kind of bits and pieces of his mech start to overload with energy.
hell yeah, take that. And
All right. Is it all 3? Oh yeah, get him. I forgot get him always counts straight. All right, Pez, you're up.
All right. Is Battlefield Medicine just one action?
It is one action. You can only do it once per person per an hour, though.
All right. And so can I use
Per
Battlefield
game.
Medicine after he just healed him? Is it? So
Oh yeah,
is
so
this your?
it's
Okay.
by so that one's weird. It's by person's battlefield medicine.
All right.
So
Just wanted
it's
to
just
make sure.
Arco can't use it on a neurology at the end of the day.
All right.
I can't
And-
try again. That's just because I'm incompetent. Pez, however.
Very good. So I'm going to move 10 feet over. Do I want to? Yeah, I have to do that. So there's one action, and then I will Battlefield Medicine, except I have a feat called Ward Medic. Let me post it. And so when I do treat wounds, I can treat up to 2 targets. And so I will Battlefield Medicine both of them,
Nice.
I think. And do I do one? Can I? Yeah, let me just target them both here. I think I can do that. No, it only lets me do that.
Ticklish tentacles.
All right. Do you want me to do one roll for each of them or the same one?
You can do one for both of them.
All right, so here we go. And I'm gonna do something silly because I am, I believe, an expert. And so I'll try for the higher healing. And so I need a 20.
The jellyfish said all or nothing.
Oh, that
Oh
sucks.
no.
Did you that, or?
I'm gonna hero point that.
I mean, if it fails, do we die?
Oh, you take that 5 damage. You take that. So I don't think that would knock anybody out, fortunately, but would be pleasant.
All right. So is there a way to hero point on?
If you right click on it, it'll let you reroll and keep the highest result.
All right. Oh, okay, cool. Come on. Oof. Okay.
Hey, it's
Exactly.
barely a success, but still a success.
All right. And so then I think it should be more than 1d8, right?
Yeah, you did that, so it should be. I think it's 2d8 plus something for that one.
2d8 plus 10.
Plus 10.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and roll just 2d8 here.
Nice.
All right, so 20.
Hell yeah.
And then I should have one more action. And did I overheal either of you?
No.
Okay.
No.
Didn't think so, but thought I'd ask. And then for my-
Wishful thinking.
Yep. For my last action, instead of running away and saving myself, which is obviously the right thing to do, I'm not. I'm going to transfer vitality and use my 8 vitality network on Hazrad.
Nice.
Thank you.
All right, and that is my turn.
I didn't have any particular reason to walk over next to y'all, just like needed something to do with my third action, and it turned out to be
The best decision.
Yeah.
Gave it Andy, yeah. All right.
Who would have guessed getting closer to the healing jellyfish would heal you? Wild!
The healing jellyfish keeping the crew alive here. He doesn't have that this turn. What else did he do? He doesn't do that. He looks at you, Neuraldra, and he just, with this mummified face, kind of staring through the mech lenses, he goes, I will add you to my collection, and you will sit here till the end of time, you fool. And he is going to try to demoralize you.
His foot.
That doesn't sound very
He
fun.
will fail.
Nice.
Are we just gonna find a bunch of statues of MKZs somewhere in here?
And Neuraldra's like gonna eat them because it's wrong. It's in their bones. Give me the fucking marrow.
He is going to raise his shield and then use Energy Flurry for his last turn. So you see him lash out at Neuralgia, left, right, just sending this energy whip soaring across the battlefield. First one hits, but luckily she's able to evade the second one and stay pretty healthily upon her feet.
Can I do this guy?
You do what?
I want to see if I can say, "Hey, watch out!"
Yeah, I think
that would turn the first one into a miss. Oops, sorry, can't move my character.
perfect. And that one does not have anything about before the roll goes through, so that works. So how do you keep Neuralgia from getting hit there? What do you say when you?
I blow the mech a kiss to kind of throw him off a little.
I'm sorry. That immediately reminds me of Bugs Bunny. That's some Looney Tunes stuff right there.
Yeah.
And who wouldn't that throw off in the midst of battle?
It's like, I'm gonna take you down.
You see the whip's aim just slightly off, leaving Neuraldra safe from its grasp. But it is no longer frightened and suppressed. Neuraldra, you are up.
Okay. Is he still off guard? What's that from?
Oh yeah, how long does that wisp thing last?
Just the turn.
Oh yeah, so he's no longer off guard.
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna do a binaric assault, starting with my solar weapon.
Nice, that just hits.
Nice.
Get him!
I'm getting them. Follow up with a solar shot.
Nice.
Hell yeah!
Good damage. And then I'm in a new spot now, so third action I'll do another barricade to get lesser cover. And that'll be my turn.
All right. Azrad, you're up.
All right.
Oh, nope, sorry. The security bot's up.
Oh no.
Yeah, he's continuing this duel with you. This is clearly the prime version of the Port Anise security bot, continuing the fight long after it should have fallen. You see it lunges at you just with a brutal... Oh, actually, it's going to use that. It's going to keep itself in the fight a little bit longer if it's going to keep living. You see it...
What?
Night surges, giving it some much needed HP. As you... Oops, why did it... Oh, I clicked damage. That's why.
So we're both just running hands, getting healing, continuing to run hands. God.
You see the nanite slowly repairing its damaged frame and just looks battered. Before it looked like it was falling apart. But luckily he will miss you. And you are up, Azrad.
All right. We're going to use an action to raise shields, because I feel that's pretty important. Let's see here.
So you
And
hear
we are
over the
going-
group chat. You hear over the group chat. Pez just goes, "Ah, yes, that tiny little robot over there seems to be quite the match for you." No sarcasm at all. Just, "Ah, yes."
Straight facts.
No, Hazrat just like internal nodding, just like
I don't know what model this is, but I want one.
we're going to be dropping a second level spell on him. All right.
Sometimes you gotta pull up the big gun.
Fortitude save.
He'll fail.
All right.
He is going to hit you though.
Wait, if this is the crit, that okay, so we might be both going down here.
Oh, he is still on his feet.
Oh, so what the fuck? So this
You guys are trading
The
blows for
whole
the same
combat.
damage now?
God, they're still fighting.
Still scrapping through. Oh yeah, you could raise your shield. That's all your actions, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I have a reaction.
Yeah.
I'm going to block some of that damage.
Block away.
It'll leave my shield with, I think, just 2 hit points left, but it'll save me 4, which, with how close it is getting with this machine right here, might genuinely matter. And I now, as a player, request, leave Hazrat to this droid. I want to see how it turns out. The 1v1.
Well, Hazrat, I hope you've got that handled. Both of you guys, you got more HP, but both you are fairly low on HP. Looking at the decks there. Argo, you are up.
All right.
Oh wait! Before we get too far, the crystal. Give me a. We forgot to do the crystal for the reactive strike. For the shattering gem.
Perfect. What's that one again?
So I'll post shattering gem again. It's a DC 11 flat check.
So he would have hit, but I think it would go against the dim's damage versus you. First half damage is a dim. Yeah, so it would go to the gem versus you and your shield on that one. How much does the gem have? And
5 hit points. So
Five.
it would have reduced the gems, hit points to 0, and 1 hit point would go over. Meaning
Alright.
a basic reflex save or D8 slashing.
He will fail by 1. This could potentially take it out. You see a decent roll.
Nice.
How does your crystal take this thing down?
So these two, I imagine it's been a slog of a fight as they're both just because it's punching Hazrat, right?
What's that?
This thing, how it's fighting, it's punching Hazrat, right?
Oh yeah, it's got. You see, it's kind of got like almost tasers on its fist that's continually lashing out.
So it's Hazrat with growing crystals on his fist, like Naldra, versus a robot with tasers on his fist. And the two of them just been duking it out, and then finally it strikes one of these like floating crystals that are coming off of Hazrat, almost like a Dragon Ball Z style aura. Hits it, and with him also using the shield for that, just shatters it straight into the air. Finally rips it down, probably not by much, and Aldron raises his hands and lets out a victorious bellow. He turns around to see what everyone else has been doing in the time he looked away, and that victorious bellow slowly dies down.
Nice. Argo.
The quantum field goes away, I think.
Yes, quantum field does go away. I've used no anchoring actions. Luckily, quantum field has served its purpose.
All right. You know, we still got one Ozrod. So gonna keep this pretty straightforward. He's the only one left. We take him, we take the station. Get him! And then he's also, when it comes to Bon Mot, is it only once per encounter?
He's still bon modded. He's not used because bon mod lasts until he uses an action to clear himself by a ready retort. He has not done so.
Okay. Perception.
But demoralize will be easier with that bon mot.
He's already demoralized, though.
Is he? I thought he.
No,
Oh.
you've used your demoralize. That is once per 10 minutes
Okay.
per creature.
All right, then. I guess I'll just try to shoot him. Ha! Let's see how that goes. Better than before, but not very. All right. Huh. You know what? I'm going to do it again.
Take a shot. Unfortunately, you're not able to penetrate its side.
Nope. But I will. Watch you die, Tin Man. And I guess that's it. Moving on to Pez.
Pez, take it away.
All right, Pez.
Break its mind.
Actually, I think he's immune to everything I have. All right. So how high is the ceiling?
Oh, so it's kind of stand like a little bigger than the average space station, but still kind of standard space station style. It's about 15 feet.
Okay. So Pez is gonna shoot up to the ceiling and back up a little bit. So in his first action, he's gonna fly up to the ceiling, so he's 15 foot in the air, and then step back one. And as he's hovering up there, he will cast Motivating Ringtone.
I forgot about
So, yeah, you start to hear on. Oh, sorry. Let me target it. It'll be on Neraldo. Sorry. So you'll heal for 10, and then you'll start to hear the rock music blaring through your comm. And so +1 status effects to fear, and then plus to speed in addition to the healing.
Perfect. You guys hear the ringtone echoing out across the battlefield. This mech is sparking, battered. You see its containment field that holds its kind of withered Arquin body beginning to fail. You see him look out with just pure, just even through his withered face, you can see rage and discontent upon it. He is going all out for what would likely be his last turn. He is going to be able to use his arc cannon. And I think he can get the crew.
Even if that's his, I guess, yeah, if you like exploded in midair or something, you could get.
Oh, yeah, I forgot Fez is in the air, so he probably won't be able to get Fez. Oh, actually, I don't think he'll be able to get Argo either. Or not Argo, Osrod. Surprisingly, no.
Yeah, he'd be able to
So yeah,
touch 3
Argo and Neuralgia. Give me a reflex saving throw.
Argo, do you want the +4 bonus again? It'll put both of us prone, though.
Would it help you?
No.
They count.
All right.
I'll be all right, he said confidently, stupidly.
Hey.
Nice.
Just enough, baby.
Unfortunately, 3 below.
What?
DC 24.
Ooh.
Oh. Ah, damn.
I rolled
thought
a
it was
nat
20.
I rolled a nat 20.
I know. I saw. It would have been a +4. It would have been just
Oh.
enough.
Oh, that's rough. You
Well.
see it unleash this bomb, and then you see it flurry out its whip using an energy flurry. It is going to unleash strikes upon poor Neraldra. Luckily,
Oh,
the
wait.
first will miss, the second will connect for not bad, 17 damage as it arcs into Neraldra. And it is going to, you see its feet clamp down with its last action. You see the mechanized feet tearing into the carpet, cutting through even the solid wood. And it is going to use its action. And you see it looking out with anger and glee as it looks at you all. And you see it tap on its data pad as it die in the vacuum of space, intruders. Everybody that needs to breathe. Pez, do you need to breathe?
I'm looking at that right now. I don't actually know.
I think everybody else definitely needs to breathe. But everybody give me a DC 20 fortitude saving throw.
Oh no.
Yep, and I need to breathe.
Roger, on those crit successes, 2 nat 20s, nice.
Also, I was going to bring up earlier, I have a reaction to when I'm hit by a melee attack. He takes 2 fire damage.
Oh no. Ah. Hosrod's down.
Okay, so Neralda crits succeeds, no need to roll. Hosrad, you take half that.
Yeah, he's down from
Pez
that.
half that. Argo for to that full damage. So how much did I roll for that? Oh, 22. So 11 for Houserod, and 22 for Argo, 11 for Pez.
All right, so I'll take halves. Okay, there we go.
And as you guys see him tap on that data pad, you see like the end of the room where once was this glass plane kind of showing off the starry expanse of space. You see it start to roll up, wind whipping through the through kind of the room, pulling you all towards the darkness of space, sucking out the oxygen from the room as he unleashes that attack. Neraldra. Start of your turn, give me a reflex saving throw, DC 19. Perfect. You are moved 10 feet. Actually, you're kind of just smacked into him. Luckily, you cannot move past him.
All right, so first action, as I just like dodge these arc cannon blasts and just, you know, the wind rushing around doesn't even bother me. I just say that I grew up in space. You can't threaten me with that, and I'm gonna try to demoralize.
All right. That'll succeed.
Nice. All right, and then binaric assault. So first with the solar weapon. I'm gonna use a hero point to reroll that. See if I can try to finish him off this turn. Hey!
Solid.
All right. Not great damage, but it'll do. And then the solar shot.
Oof.
That was all 3 actions, so that's my turn.
Yeah, you see he's sparking barely upon his feet. Oh, Pez, you are up.
All right, so reflex save.
Reflex save.
Before I get chucked out into space. All right, so fail 20 feet.
20 feet. So you're moved down. I forgot how far up you were, but you're kind of pressed up against him as well. I'll move you over here.
All right. And then, kind of funny, on the turn order, we all go before him. I wonder how that happened.
Oh, well, whenever it passes, just one of
Yeah, no.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And so for my action, I'm going to cast another spell. And I will use Heal. It is my signature ability here, so I will upcast it to rank 2.
Nice.
And that is not. Hold on. I'm gonna cast it on Hazrat. I'm just trying to figure out how to. So it'll be. Doesn't say the upcast in here. I'm pretty sure it's just 2d8 when you upcast it.
Oh, yeah, if you cast heal, it should roll it for you, too.
Yeah. That'll be. I'll just cast it at rank 1. We're good. Make this easy here.
Oh, if it's heal, if it's a 2 action, it
Yeah.
also has a +8.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yep. So it'll be the 2 action. So you increase that by 8. So it'll be 8 plus 6.
Perfect. 14.
All right, and then I'll have one more action, and for the last action, I will use. Actually, I'm just going to try to keep flying away then. So I'm going to go back to the wall. So I'll shoot back.
Perfect. Luckily, he does not have attack of opportunity, so you're able to get away. Hazrat, you're up. You're prone, wounded, but back in conscious.
All right, dex save for if he flies. Oh no!
Oh no, he flies.
So Hazrat, you just had all the air sucked out of him while I was doing this cry into the vacuum of space. To like where I imagine it's like crumpling a can, like he's beginning to fall back and just
That is 30 feet. So yeah, you are hurled over this, like you skin grazing the water fountain as you're hurled across towards the blackness of space. Hazrat, what are you doing?
As he was flying, could it be possible, because I want to cast Ricochet, that he grabbed the robot's body so he could have thrown it as his Ricochet?
Sure.
All right. Throw it at this guy right here. Basically, flex save.
He will fail.
Damage.
Hazrat, take him down.
So as Ostrom's get vented into the vacuum of space, he just grabs this worthy opponent he'd been fighting this entire time, while the rest of the team has been struggling against the boss. And he just chucks it full force. Does not need gravity, just uses himself to pivot, and it just like it's basically like a small missile just going into the side of this mech and just crumpling it, kicking it off its anchor, and just having it fall. Or in this case, perhaps float.
Perfect. Uh, Argo, you are up. You see the mech crumple to the ground after Hazrad's assault, but the wind from the space station has been vented to space, still pulling against you all. Argo, give me a reflex saving throw.
Why would I do that? I'm out, man. I'm down, baby.
Oh, are you down?
Yeah.
No.
I thought it was just Hazrad. Yeah, your body is moved 30 feet as it's starting to get pulled towards the blackness of space.
How do I turn off computer?
Oh, and give me a dying check, too. It's right at the top left-hand corner below temp HP. Or I should say recovery check.
I see dying. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Okay.
There should be like a D20 right next to that dying value.
Now I can roll it.
Okay.
Ooh, it was hanging out by that 20 for a second. That was nice.
Bumps you up one dying. And were you wounded 1 or wounded 2 when you went down?
2.
Oh, yeah, so you're now dying 3.
Oh shit!
No. How many
All
dying
right.
can you have?
Oh, just one more.
Oh, you're like,
Oh, well, one more and he's dead, I should say. Neuralgia, you are up. Give me a reflex saving throw. What do you got? You guys see the doors or the... Oof, all right. Luckily, you're conscious.
he was just trying to get to Argo faster.
Yeah.
All right. Well, for one, I'm going to grab Argo. And then try to move my speed back towards the mech. Can I pull Argo along with me, or is that going to slow me down?
You could move Argo. You could reposition him 1 square on that.
All right. I'll repositioning him here for 1 action, move for the 2nd action. And then can I let's see, grab the data pad from the mech or the administrator?
You could definitely pick it up.
Okay. And then just like, well, because Hazard is probably about to get pulled back out. So I'm trying to think how to get it to him. Okay, I think I need to leave Argo where he was. Run up, grab the data pad.
I mean, either way, it was another 30 feet. Like,
Yeah.
I think I'm screwed either way.
And hand the data
Yeah.
pad to Hazard, and that'll be my turn.
So I kind of imagined the data pad being a part of the mech's arm. So immediately in my brain it was, Nealdra rips off the arm and brings it to Hazra.
Perfect. Tearing off a chunk of the data pad out of the arm with the data pad. Pez, you are up.
All right. So I will heal Argo with my Vitality Network, which would be 8. So Argo takes 8. Oh, first I got to do a reflex here. Sorry. See if I get sucked out. All right. So
All right.
20.
20 feet up. Luckily, you've
Nice.
got some distance there. Put you a little closer to Argo, but luckily that Vitality Network 60 feet is nice. Give Argo some healing on that side, so he's at least conscious to get a chance to roll here.
Yep. And can I try to brace myself by holding onto the robot?
Also, you can take cover behind it. Would give you like a +2 bonus to your next roll on that.
gonna do something stupid. If I use adhere on the space under me, do I stick to it?
I'll post it here. I think so, but I'm not. Touch. One held object or 5-foot square surface. Yeah, you can do that.
I am going to fly over to Argo. And you're going to see him turn bright blue, and I'm going to cast Adhere on the ground under Argo.
It comes full circle.
I am the chair.
And
Did
that
you
will be his
heal
turn.
me?
I did.
For how much? I'm sorry.
8.
And thank you. 8.
Hazrod, you've got the data pad in your hand, but first give me a reflex saving throw.
Okay, this could be bad. But what are the chances?
Actually, the way you're lined up, you're actually in a pretty decent spot. You would
Hey,
hit
we're good.
it.
Does
Oh,
it
so
matter?
he'll gently accept the arm from the Aldra and look over it, think about it for a second, kind of taking his time a little bit more than what might be comfortable, but for him it's a very necessary procedure. I have Freaker, which gives me a +1 item bonus to disable or hack. Would that be applicable here?
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, I think so. And that, and roll.
Solid. You are able to break through this device's encryption and reverse the last order, shutting down the, or kind of re-enabling the atmospheric controls, and you see this glass, kind of transparent steel plane come down, cutting you guys off from the blackness of space. You feel the air return in full. You still stop feeling yourselves being pulled out into the darkness.
And Hazard will finally say aloud,
We almost died! That one was hard.
You guys emerge victorious on this one.
So Argo's gonna look behind him, see the very near blackness of space, look at Pez, try to stand up, realize that he can't, and just give up. He's just gonna. I've slept in worse spots.
And you hear, like, physically, like, out loud, not in the group chat, you hear him go, "Ha ha, it's a prank." Then float away.
Yeah, you got me, bud. Oh,
Hey, I must say, Hazrat, heroic horde of heroes, I am proud of you. You fought well. I saw most of it whenever my eyes were not being beaten by that what's left of the robot.
and he'll point to the mech and the shrapnel in it.
But we have work to do still after a nap.
And
Neural-
not like
uh,
Argo, he's just gonna donk face first into the carpet.
With him on the ground, Neuralgia for once is standing over him and looks down and just says, "Kill Steel," and shakes her head. Goes over and gives the mech a few kicks.
Perfect. You guys emerge victorious. Fortunately, you do see the both the when the kind of atmospheric doors open, the doors in the room seal without around you, giving you guys some protection, enough time to rest up, heal wounds. And we are going to take a quick 5-minute break before we go into the last half and see if you guys can potentially team a space station full of hostile droids. So everybody come back 9:15. We'll get to the last bit.
All right.
Welcome back, everyone, to part 2 of session 7. The crew has emerged victorious. Quite a few wounds spread around them. I think everybody but Neuraldra is at least wounded one, some a few two. But they were able to take down the administrator and survive his last-ditch move to hurl them into the depths of space. You kind of see around the office the doors have secured themselves. And you see the life support continuing to come back on. The air is starting to purify. And you see the administrator's office around you. What do you guys do?
Can you treat your own wounds?
You can.
I think I want to treat my own wounds. So, yeah. Yeah, right now I'm like wounded 3. Like it's pretty bad. All right, so let's see. Hey.
Perfect. So you can spend 10 minutes or kind of treat your wounds, or give us, I think you can spend an hour or two and get some extra bonus on that side to at least kind of pump you up a little bit.
Hosrod, who has been unconscious for 10 minutes, finally twitches a few times and just comes back to and immediately gets to work. He's starting to try it. He's starting it up. He's starting to hack. He's starting to look through it all. And you said this would be a downtime activity, so it's going to take some time, right?
It's going to take a week to kind of properly be able to get through the systems, potentially take over the administrator's control, to control the other robots that are outside. Fortunately, behind the secure door at the moment, as well as the other administrative functions for the station.
So while Hazard was passed out, Neuralgia would have gone over to the computer and at whatever prompt was open on the computer, just type, "Make me an administrator," enter. "Make me the administrator, please," enter. and then Hazard eventually comes over and actually gets down to business.
And as he sees the mountain of work, he just wide eyes, pupils tiny.
We may have fucked up. There's a lot here. I'm not sleeping. I don't get to sleep.
So, do I get rid of all of the wounded conditions with the healing, or?
Oh no! So with you would have to heal yourself to full to get rid of the wounded, but don't worry about going into that too much. Unless you guys go outside at the moment, you won't have to worry about fighting anything.
Funny enough, Osrod was just about to say,
when are we going to kill the Ice Blue?
So I guess just thematically, Pez would just be going around the room and doing treating wounds and patching people up as everyone else is doing their thing. So.
Perfect. So you were able to go through, patch up people's wounds. This will take some time. If you guys want to do the full system break, you also did. We're told as well that there is some information upon the administrator system that you could potentially use to help confirm your case on that side. But what are you guys doing?
Osrod will bring up
are we going to betray the Ice Blue? Or are we still working with them?
I mean, our ultimate goal is to get the Hiss away from the planet Avisa. So there might be some information you can pull out of that computer that can get that job done, and then doesn't matter what we tell Ice Blue or not. Or we can tell Ice Blue that, if we can get full access posing as the administrator, send a message to the Ice Blue from the administrator saying, "Hey, I'm good to make the deal that you wanted."
Well,
or we send all the station's robots after him to kill him.
Well, before Oh, jeez. Before we decided to take on the Tin Man, he did give us a message saying pretty much that, right? That we can deliver and let him know, hey, no worries, no big deal. But he was gonna, I guess, revoke it after a few hours in case we didn't come back with his head. I don't know. My own's kind of fuzzy right now.
Here, let me check his
So-
email.
Or the equivalent of in this universe. What do we have saved on this message just ready to go, already received? Is there anything particularly of note?
Are you talking about like because he gave you guys like a kind of a data pad note?
Oh, never mind
Yeah.
then.
So the administrator said that if we kill Ice Blue, he will give us the information that will get the hiss to go after Ice Blue. So he gave us a note saying that he doesn't have to pay the station fees anymore, but that would just get us into position to get a better chance at killing him because that was only going to be valid for 2 hours.
Yeah, that's
And then
about
we're
right.
like, and then we changed our minds on that plan and decided to kill the administrator.
And then we said 2 hours. We'd rather spend 2 hours killing you. And then we nearly died. But we did it. Can we just, I mean, Hazrod, if there's one thing you're good at, it's silicone and computers and all that. Do you think you could pose as the administrator?
Maybe.
Deegan, is that possible for Hazrat?
Yeah, you could definitely try to see if you could infiltrate some kind of hack into some of his computer pieces. Well, to pose as him would be pretty difficult. You guys could just, I mean, the Ice Blue guy did. It's possible, difficult but possible. The Ice Blue guy did send you guys to kill the administrator. You did kill the administrator.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we did the job they wanted us to do.
But
Wait a second, we don't need you around it. We did it as told.
okay, but all right, Hazard, long. Why is the guy dying in a few decades thinking of the long game?
Because you're in our heads.
Yeah, I guess so. So, Captain Ice Blue over there thinks the administrator's still running things. Then he doesn't make a play to gain control of the station. Right? If there's nothing that nature hates, it's a vacuum. And he'll
I'm the one you almost sucked out of.
and he'll
And I
nervously look
you.
behind him. Yeah. That vacuum. I meant more metaphorically and whatever. Look, listen. Big Tin Man dead. Ice Blue Man say, "Gimme! I like station. I want station." So no tell Ice Man, Tin Man dead. I need a nap. I need a long nap. I need this leather-faced cockroach drink. Does he have any alcohol in here?
You don't see any alcohol, food. The desk doesn't even look like it's comfortable. It looks very utilitarian. Probably the best way to put it.
You cheap leather-faced bastard with his spit.
At least he had the water feature.
And he points to the waterfall in the middle of the room.
Yeah, it's something, I guess. But, we don't tell Ice Blue that he's dead so we can take over the station.
You guys do have that data pad note. Without the administrator to revoke it in 2 hours, you guys can just send that note over to the administrator. No role, or not to the administrator, to the Ice Blue boss. No role necessary.
That'll buy us some time at least.
Yeah.
He'll trust us fully at that point, and then
Yeah. Man, Hazrat. Oh, boy. Can you try to see if you can, get the communications data just to get something concrete, so we can point the hiss at Ice Blue, and just walk away. Just like letting go of the leash on a pack of hounds. Just let them tear into him.
But I want the station, and it was brought up that Hiss might claim it.
Well, then I guess you gotta pose as the administrator.
Fine.
So, go computer.
First, though,
Can Hosrod get the carnage remains of the administrator out of the mech he was in?
Sure.
Hosrod does that just casually, takes heart out of it,
okay, I'm done. All right, let's crack into it.
just tosses it over, just like one last victory thing. Goes over to the computer, starts working.
Perfect. Give me a computers check to see if you can get into the system and find the communication records with the central communications hub.
Can
And
Argo
Does this count?
potentially
Oh, sorry,
help?
go ahead.
I'm sorry. Can Argo potentially help?
Yeah, definitely. Give me a computer, or how are you going to be helping, I should say?
Aiding him with my own knowledge of computers. Not that it's as expensive as his, but maybe I can get into the head of that, shriveled up leather person. And maybe understand the way they do things a bit better than Hosrod. Leverage that empathy of his.
Perfect. Give me a computers check. You've got to beat a DC of 15.
All right.
And this counts as hacking, right?
It does.
Thank you.
All right. You'll succeed. You gave Hosrod a +1 circumstance bonus to get into the system.
All right. This is why we saved the hero points.
This isn't the big one, depending on what you want to do with it, though.
All right. We're not using the hero points.
Or do you guys want the data, or do you want the station? Is more the question.
Need them both.
If we have the station, like lore-wise for the characters, his crusade happens. We got somewhere to go.
I mean, we do already have a space station. It's not nearly as nice and profitable as this one, but we do already have a space station.
Technically true.
Yeah, but this
I will
one
say
smells
this.
better.
If you re-roll this one, you could get a nat 20. And then next time you roll, you could still get a nat 20.
You know what? We're in the dice game. We gamble here. We gamble.
Gamble away.
here, let me try it again.
15
Very
for
nice.
29.
You're able to break through the security systems. You saw for a moment it looked like the firewalls were resisting you and starting to purge some of the administrator's records, but you were able to easily can stop that, reverse it, and get into the communications log, delving through. Kind of minutes pass by as you kind of delve through the many communications that port in these skits, but utilizing some of the information you have from the own burner phone that you received from the so-called big boss to triangulate in. You do find a number of communications from the Ice Blue boss to the big boss, kind of outlining a few pieces of their plan. You see kind of it's numerous recordings you have to kind of go through and play with ramblings from the big boss, so you have to get through, but eventually you're able to piece together a few key pieces. The first being that Ice Blue is pretty much wholly a front for the corporate authority. They form their own mercenary gang that they can employ when they don't feel like utilizing their own resources. And many of you see the Ice Blue boss was a former director for the authority before It says in the file that he was kicked out or fired for malfeasance, but you can see in one of his communications that was all a ruse to let him join the gang with, or get a chance to form the gang without drawing undue suspicion. You see that the corporate authority was angered at the Hiss for pushing them off a visa, so they decided to hit the two Hiss at each other, utilizing the species' known territorialness and inability to get along with other members of their own species, to hopefully have them fight it out and have the corporate authority come in and claim the prize when they both have spent their resources. You see that they've got a pretty extensive timeline detailed out with this. You see some of the big bosses plays, kind of where the mercenary taxing fire to the warehouse, eventually stealing supplies from one of the factions and blaming it on the other. You see too that they actually had a scheduled within 3 weeks a attack that would be going through using mercenary companies, or 3 weeks from when this everything started, so 2 weeks from now, they had actually scheduled a bombing run where they were going to have infiltrators go into each of the Hiss dreadnoughts and set loose a bomb on the same day where the president indicated that the truce would end, or the ceasefire would end and full-out war would start. So it seemed like they were doing pretty much whatever they could to fan the flames, get these people gunning at each other, and hoping that there's enough of the visa left that they can claim it themselves. They've got detailed communications linking the Ice Blue boss. He never gave you guys his name, but you guys are able to find it through these communications. His name is Zekin.
Can we just forward this information to the Hiss?
You good?
Maybe if we do that, the first thing they'll do is come here and blow Ice Blue to smithereens. And maybe we don't want to be in the middle of a war front. But maybe that's better than risking something happening between now and when we get back to Avisa.
Or we kill Ice Blue, take his head, take a video of it, send it to the Hiss, so they know they do not need to come here. They need to go after the corporate authority for their transgressions.
Or we take them alive, and then they can bid for the right to administer justice. And
After we see them fighting again.
Yeah, but then we get richer.
I want to clarify the plan. So the group that pit the Hiss against each other, we're going to rat them out and then take them alive so we can then pit the Hiss against each other?
Yes, but no. But sort of.
But we get paid this way.
We get paid.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not really pitting them against each other. You know, it's like, hey, each of you deserve justice. Which of you is willing to pay for it? And which of you is willing to pay the most for it? That's such a disgusting thing. It's like, hey, I've got somebody that wronged the two of you. Who wants to kill him harder?
You know? Who wants to kill him and has the money to pay for it?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's just a thought.
I mean, our job is to get the Hiss away from Avisa.
Okay,
So
that's
whichever way we get that done.
no, whoa. That is a job, all right? That is that is.
Hey, I like the president. There are some nice people on Avisa. And
There certainly are, but at the same time, we're on a space station that could be our space station.
True. That was like our old job.
Yeah.
Our new job is space station owners.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe the president wants to come live with us.
Yeah, look at that. He can be president of a bar. Ibiza reborn.
you convinced me.
Instead of bidding it up for money, it could be bid up for the right to a visa.
Well, no, Hazra.
We claim a visa for our horde.
Whoa,
How do we get there?
that's a I mean, if you were willing to work it out with the president, then maybe that'd be a conversation worth having.
Because if he wouldn't fall to us as we bid off Ice Blue to the other hiss, then he'd just have to deal with the other hiss. It's like blackmail.
What a what?
Like, I don't think you know what blackmail means.
No, it's supposed to be like a Hazrat. No.
Okay.
Because
I don't.
he's getting like more for the horde. Yes, we'll use this human concept, blackmail.
No, Hazard. That's if we get funny pictures of the president doing something, then maybe.
What if the president was in on it? Let me double check.
Don't you have computers to hack or something?
You find no messages to the president of Aviza. Some describing him, but nothing sounds like he's implicit or complicit in the scheme.
All right. For this, I got to step back. For the sake of this, let's just say Argo rests his eyes and says, "Whatever. I just want a space station. Give me 5. I'll be right back."
Well, I mean, you guys have you've got blackmail data. Depending on what you all decide, if you spend the week, you've got a chance to claim the administration and its droids for yourself. You can. What are y'all thinking?
That's what Hazrat's going to work on, claiming the station.
Yeah, let's see if we can succeed on that or not, and then that'll probably have it play an impact in our future plans.
Perfect. So you guys, this is going to take a week to do. So as Rod kind of goes deeper into the administrator's functions, you see that his system is fairly complex in the way it is designed, and he's got we're able to get into the communications hub, but when it comes to droids, sister station functions, and pieces like that, it is very well protected. What we're going to do here is your check, Hazrat. It is going to be a DC 29. With that, though, the group will each get a chance to aid you at a DC 20 to add between a 1 and 2 circumstance bonus to your roll. But the team will have to kind of determine how they go through and kind of help to enhance your efforts here.
It'd be really funny if he got in that one and accidentally said to self-destruct. I just wanted to bring that up as a possibility to make failure seem more fun, because I'm really scared.
Don't throw that in the universe now.
So my thought is that maybe while Hazrad's going through it, he realizes that there's certain parts of the system that are have some kind of physical protection, or maybe there's some particularly tough defenses that are set up in a way that can't be disabled remotely. And so Neuralgia already has some experience climbing through the air vents here. So maybe Hazard's all right, if you go here, follow this path, you can avoid most of the defenses, and then just needs you to break this one machine here or disable this one security camera or droid in this one specific area. So even though we don't have the full freedom to leave this place until the defenses are fully deactivated, Neuralgia can make some of those pinpoint strikes and take care of that on her own while Hotshot's focused on hacking.
Go for it, athletics. A little shaky, let's let it go. Roll for it.
All right.
Nice. We're able to kind of go through breaking down some of the kind of the wire junctions and kind of fuse boxes there, kind of allowing some of the Hazrat's hacking efforts to go through successfully, earning a +2 bonus or -2 bonus on this side, bringing the DC down from 29 to 27.
All right. I'm going to give him all the drugs. All the drugs. He will never sleep. He won't sleep for 3 months.
My Pez is like cooking up meth now.
Pez, we need to cook.
All right. Let me see here. Ooh. And I do not have a hero point, so I cannot reroll that.
Fortunately, you get Hazard kind of amped up, but a little jittery amp. It just does not add the results you were hoping for there.
Argo is gone.
Well, Hazard, while we're waiting for Argo to get back, how do you go about your hacking efforts here?
It is the sound of constant pouring gravel as Hazrat's knuckles move at high speed upon these keyboards, his multi-eyes glancing back and forth between various parts of data. It is truly watching a master at work. It is Hazrat in his most powerful element. You have seen him in combat. You know, despite how big he is and to some degree strong he is, that is not his natural element. This is far more it.
Perfect. All right, give us the computer roll. We'll see if Argo needs to step in and potentially help all this.
Oh, what I miss?
Natural 20 on the heck to get the station. And there was never a doubt. There was a lot of doubt.
Perfect. High on whatever mixture Pez cooked up for you, you were able to go through and soundly break through the firewalls between the system, kind of the administrator set up, finding all the subroutines, finding kind of the keys to controlling the bots upon the station, finding the path to kind of gain all the administrator's functions and bring it under to the AAA crew's controls. The week passes, and the week is kind of tense with you all having to go through the air duct to get food and to get kind of relieve yourselves and all of that due to the droids for most of the week still hating your guts. But at the end of the week, Hazraj, you find that last security protocol, you trip it, and you see the administration controls open up, and you see the droids power down, and the station is yours.
Hazrat will crack his knuckles and just look at it and just go,
It was a challenge. I would like another one in the future, much like this.
I guess we could tow the other one over here if we really wanted to. Oh man.
All right, so Argo, you've had a week to figure things out. What's our next move?
Oh, well, we should evaluate what our assets are with the station.
Everything. Next.
All right. What's the most effective way to communicate to the Hiss that, hey, we have your guy here? We should probably go get the guy, right? And present him?
Yes.
Okay.
We can call them directly.
You're right. Okay. Well, we should probably pass on all the plans that we have to Ibiza's president. It'll probably it'll put him in a position to, I don't know. It'll put him in a better position with the Hiss. And he can provide that information to them, maybe point them at the... Man, I am blanking. I know you said it a little while ago. Not the corporation.
Oh, the corporate authority?
Yes, thank you.
point the Hiss at the corporate authority, have them seek out whatever revenge they need to seek to make themselves feel better. We get a station, Ibiza gets its own independence, and everybody's happy. Except probably the corporate authority. But, what do we care? We're administrators. We're getting taxes.
Yes, taxes.
Yeah.
This reminds me.
Hazrat's gonna start typing a message to that one Hiss that owns a bar. It's just gonna be, you are part of my horde. And he'll set it to send after about a week, which I assume is when all of this will have blown over. The Hiss have been, whatever's been done with the Hiss has been done, and we can reveal our grand machination.
Yeah. Your bar exists by the grace and kindness.
Oh, we got to revoke that dude's no taxes.
Yeah. Yeah, we gotta. We gotta keep things safe around here. But so, let me get this straight. So we got full access to the station, right? So we got full access to the security measures, right?
To the droids, yeah.
So if we wanted to just, retrieve, go get us a very specific Arquin alive. Could they?
Yeah, I mean, you could send your droids against the Ice Blue forces. They may need a helping hand, but you could
All right.
start that war.
I hear the droid march in my head.
Roger.
Or
Oh yeah.
we kill him and then take his droids.
I mean,
When
he
we
trusts
have
us.
a
We
lot
did
of
his
droids.
job for him.
All right. So we kill him, and then we rename the bar Humanity's Light. Yeah, come in for a quick fix. You ain't gonna live forever. All right. Well,
I'm still not going to go there.
yeah.
I don't feel like they would name it for that just until Argo dies.
Yeah.
Like, we can do a few decades with that. We can do a few
We can do a few decades, and then we'll just renovate it. Peel the paint off the walls. You disgusting human filth. But, we can indulge you for what's left of your little life. Yeah, we can go ahead and really take over this place. But we should probably do something about that whole Ibiza being taken over. Ooh, the Hiss. Ooh, the corporate authority. Hey, Prez, here's some data. We got our own world to run. Or we can go back, feel things out.
Yeah, what is the crew thinking on this one? Are you guys going to transmit the data to President Vault 2 and say we helped you as far as we can, and then potentially go after the Ice Blue boss and truly claim this station as your own? Or leave your security droids and to posture as if the administrator is there, make your way back to Ibiza and handle his threat? What are you guys choosing?
As usual, Neuralgia refuses to make decisions on her own, so she looks to Hazrat, Argo, or Pets to.
Hazran looks to Argo. He'll put a hand on Argo's shoulder and just go,
You'll only get a few of these decisions in your lifetime.
Me?
Yes.
I mean, the way I see it, we have the station. The president wanted information. We got it. He can handle the Hiss. He can point out the corporate authority. And we can finish making this ours.
Yes.
Yeah, Hazrad's heroic station for his horde of heroes.
Hazrad lets out a bellow that threatens to crack the glass. Just a glorious victory cry.
Wow.
How many Menatharu are on the station?
There are, because it was meant there are a bartender at the Tipsy Space Fair. They're a decent bit, like not like a ton. You haven't met like another sentient one aboard the station yet, but you did see others around.
Yeah, so Pez will just go, Pez might have a second army. We must free my fellow Menatharu within the station.
Yes, of course. Here, I will start typing up that they will have rights. They will also pay taxes.
Welcome to sentience.
Hey,
I want 30% of your earnings forever. Why? Because I'm here.
you get earnings now, but we're
Yeah.
taking a third.
Yeah,
We're
we want-
taking,
Oh, freedom.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
I pay taxes like the rest of us do.
Yeah.
This shall be a safe haven. Be it Mentaru, be it human. Hell, even be it Dubot. So says Hasrat.
So Hazrad's heroic haven.
You guys have already used that. You guys have-
Or is that the other one?
that's your smelling station. That's your
All right. So we're just gonna
Two,
Hazrad's heroic haven.
two.
Boogaloo. I don't know. All right. But yeah, I like that. Hazrad's heroic headquarters. Oh man! Hell yeah!
Argo, for as long as you live, you shall do it in luxury.
That's a nice. Yeah. All right, I can get behind that. But first, we got an Arquin to get rid of.
Yes.
And I'll let the group decide how you all want to do this. My initial plan was to have you guys level up to 5, hit that last session with you guys going through. Well, initially, I thought you guys may be going back to a visa, but this definitely fits the group a little bit better, I think, with you guys claiming your space station. So we could do that as well with you, with us doing the last session. Probably won't be like a long session, but going through taking out Zekin and fully claiming the station for your own, no rivals. Or we can do it narrated out today. I'll let you guys decide what you all want to do. Because if you guys do level up, it'll probably be just that one session. But what's the crew thinking?
I thought we were going to go back too.
This fits the group a lot better, so no pressure on that side. But yeah.
I feel like at the very end, once we get the whole station and whatnot, it'd be really funny and fitting if the whole group was like, damn, we need a vacation now. Goes back to a visa.
Go back to a visa. Just, it's kind of like, you know, like you go like on vacation and then you step on the deed to a house and you're like, oh shit, this is a pretty big house. I'll make this work.
It's like you get like a mansion after somehow like stealing somebody's tiny home, and you're like, "This is a cool spot. This is really nice for us." And they just within a week upgrading to a mansion.
Right.
Actually, within a week upgrading to a shopping mall.
Yeah.
Listen, the heroic haven can still be used as a black site for whatever nefarious things that we do. Like collecting throw.
Cleaning.
After the cleaning.
After the cleaning, very important. But yeah, all right. I think we're gonna write it out here. I don't know if you guys want to do level 5. I'm okay either way.
Yeah, I'm good either way.
I'm good either way.
This is why I made a character who refuses to make decisions.
And all right, you got to speak up faster. That's how you weasel out of it.
That's I'm cool with whatever, bro. It's cool.
Yeah, this was like a version of no-goes.
It was kind of like a nose goes on that.
You know what? Fuck it. I say we take the fight. The next one will be a short one. and then we can take the second half of the session to figure out what we're going to do after.
Sounds good.
Oh, that actually makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I need to put the right in the thing that I'm cooking up for y'all.
Sweet.
Sounds good.
Sweet. Yes, everybody join us next week. We'll be diving into the last session of His Crusades. As the group kind of says, hey, here's the information. We're getting our own space station. Fuck you guys. We will see how it shakes out for Hazrad's horde of heroes. Now that they have a haven and a headquarters. One far better than the other, though. We won't name names. But yeah, join us next Tuesday. We'll wrap that up and potentially talk a little bit more about our next campaign, which will have Burger in the Game Master seat. So make sure to join us next Tuesday and see how that shakes out. But thanks for hanging out, everybody.